Hello guys, today we're going to talk about stop being a people pleaser. This is the hardest thing to do, but it's the most important thing you have to do in your life. Okay, so this is my first video in like this format on YouTube, so if you like it, comment down below and we're gonna start. This is the hardest thing I've done for myself and I'm really thankful for it. I'm still on a path. Sometimes I'm still catching myself thinking, oh, stop, this is people pleasing, this, you shouldn't do it, and I don't do it. But you just have to understand, you should not be liked by everyone. If somebody doesn't like you, that's completely normal, that's completely okay. It has nothing to do with you, it has everything to do about how they perceive you through themselves. Okay? And sometimes I would catch myself like, there's like 100 people in this room, and I would send all of my energy, all of my thoughts to those 10 people that don't like me. They don't really hate me, they're just like not super into me. They don't like me. They're like okay with me. Or maybe they hate me. And I'm like, stop. There's like 90 people who like you. Why are we sending our energy to those 10 people? Why? And even if a whole room doesn't like me, that doesn't matter. I go to another room where people like me, where at least one person likes me, and that's it. You don't have to be liked by everyone. You don't have to be liked by anyone. This is not the point. You don't have to be liked by anyone. You can be by yourself. You like yourself. If you like yourself, which you should. The most important thing is that you like yourself. This is the only thing you should care about, and like actually try to love yourself. Make yourself like yourself, because if someone doesn't like you, who gives a shit? If somebody thinks you're a bitch, who gives a shit? Are you a bitch because somebody thinks so? No. And I struggle with this a lot because I'm a nice person, and I know this. I'm a kind, nice person. I always try to bring happiness to people's life, always try to be kind, and I know I am. But for whatever reason, every time I meet new people, they think I'm a bitch because I look like one. Maybe it's a stereotype that like brunettes are bitches, blondes are stupid, or maybe because I have like a Slavic resting bitch face or whatever. I don't know, and I don't care really. It doesn't matter, to be honest. So then later on, people talk to me, they like get to know me, and they'll be like, oh, you're actually so nice, I thought you were a bitch. And then after a certain amount of time, some people try to use my kindness, they see it as a weakness, and they try to use it for their benefit, whatever it is, honestly. And when I don't let them, guess what they say? They're like, oh, of course, I knew you were a bitch. Okay? How? Why should I care? Because this is the thing. You shouldn't. Like, if somebody thinks you're a bitch, it has nothing to do with you. It has only something to do with them, as I already said before. And this is like the hardest thing I've done for myself. Because earlier on, like when I was younger, I would always defend myself. I would be like, no, I'm not a bitch, I'm a nice person, I'm a nice person, and yada yada. Like I would actually go diabolical and like defending myself. I don't do this anymore, because you shouldn't. Like, if somebody thinks, I'm gonna say this till the end of the video so you would actually know it, actually be in your brain. If somebody thinks something of you, it has nothing to do with you. Yes, everything has to do is with them. Okay, please, and I have to remind myself about this. Like every time I have someone hating me or someone like talking shit about me behind my back, I would think for a little second, like, oh, why do they hate me? Why do they do this? I don't know. And it doesn't matter. It's just who they are. It has nothing to do with you. Oh my god. And this is also a video for myself because I struggle with this. And I'm on a way, actually, to like completely not giving a shit. But it's hard. I know it. Because as a kid, I was a people pleaser. I always tried to be liked. I always try to be liked by everyone, and then at a certain point I realized I'm not gonna be liked by everyone. This was the hardest thing to understand, actually. And my mom really helps me with it, because she always says that you have two ways. You can be liked by everyone, but then you have to turn yourself into a completely different person. You can't be yourself and be liked. Or you can shine bright and be who you are and not be liked by everyone. So that's your choice. People are gonna hate you no matter what you do. So you better do what you like. This is like my main quote of my life. People, I'm gonna say it again, so it will go in your brain. So go in 1 year and stay there, not go out there. Okay? People are gonna hate you no matter what you do, so you better do what you like. Okay? And this is also comes to, for example, making TikToks. Okay? People can hate you for whatever reason. Maybe you have something they want. Maybe you do something they're not allowing themselves to do. Like, for example, you film TikToks, you film YouTube videos, and they want to do it so bad, but they're scared of being judged by people like them. So instead of actually doing it, they're just gonna hate on someone who can do it. And that's it. And I also do this. I don't let myself be weak. I don't let myself to show people that I'm weak. I'm not letting me accept that I'm weak, and I'm working on it. So I hate weak people. I can't stand weak people. I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm a little tired today. No, I'm talking about those people who blame everyone around them for their flaws, for what they haven't done. They haven't done their work because yada yada yada. They haven't finished this assignment because yada yada yada. They haven't learned it because yada yada yada. They find 1001 reason why they haven't done it. And whose fault is that? I genuinely hate those people, and because like I would never do that. I would never be like, yes, I'm weak, I can't do this. I would do it. I would find a way to do it. So yes, I'm working on it. I'm like, I have emotions. I have weak spots. I have weak moments in my life. You know, I can be weak, and that's normal, and I'm working on it. But this is my projection of like things I'm not allowing myself to do on other people. What do you think about makeup? I don't remember where it came from. I think it was either my parents or my friend who gifted me this for a birthday or something like this. But I love this one. This was the reason I started learning French when I was in 2nd grade. Oui. J'aime Chanois. Actually, when my friend turned 12, I gifted her like a big pillow with La Chanois on it. So, yes. I'm the way I am because of this. Honestly, I love the show. I'm still watching. No, I'm not. I think there's like one season that came out and I haven't watched it, so I have to change it. But maybe not today. Maybe not today. I don't know why my face looks so oily. I think it's because of this Givenchy powder. Because I've used matte foundation. Like, hello. I don't know. Anyway. Back to what we were talking about. Yes, what was I talking about? You guys ask me all the time how to start doing TikTok, how to start filming videos, how to not be scared of being judged. I honestly don't know, because I started doing this before I knew what judgment was. Like, my first video, I didn't upload this. My mom uploaded it, but my first video was a tour of my little Barbie house when I was like 5 years old. Yeah, this was the start of my career. I think it's still on YouTube. Not on this account, but or maybe it's private. I don't know. But the point is, I didn't even know what judgment was. But when I faced it for the first time, I honestly don't remember. I don't keep this stuff like this in my brain. I just remember that like someone always would tell me something about like, oh, TikTok and stuff. Didn't care. Honestly, didn't care because I don't know. I don't know. I just never did. I guess I just accepted again that people will hate you no matter what you do. So you better do what you like. So I don't know. And most of the people who hated me like and made fun of me for doing this actually started doing social media. Yes, because they like grew into it. They were scared before because they knew that someone would be able to bully them like they did. I'm sorry, I hate people who are bullies. If you tell me that like, oh yeah, like I bullied someone before, I'm sorry, you're a weak person. The worst thing you can do is to bully someone. Like, okay, of course I didn't like everyone, and of course I'm not nice to everyone, but I'm only not nice to you if you deserve this. If you did me wrong, if you are not nice to me, then I would be nice to you. But I'm sorry, bullying is the weakest thing you can do because you're just projecting your insecurities on other people. You just hate people because you want to be them, or you don't allow yourself to do what they do. Okay? Okay, so all the people who hated me or like made fun of me for doing social media ended up doing them, ended up at least trying to do them. And I'm sorry, social media is not for everyone. If you're scared of being judged, if you're scared of hate, if you know you can handle this, then you probably shouldn't do it because you're gonna get hate. If you think, oh, I'm not gonna get hate, you will get hate for every little thing that you do. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, whatever, or your even just the way you are, like your face, your hair, your nose, your whatever. You're gonna get hate for it, even if it's like perfect. You might think people will hate on you on it. It's like you might not even notice little things about yourself that people will point out to you. Like for example, for me, I never like noticed that like the fronts of my brows grow like the other direction, and then someone pointed me in the comments, and I was like, oh, well, actually, oh, they were like, why are your brows growing like this? I'm like, actually, I have one brow. So they're like, what do you mean you have one brow? I'm like, I have unibrow. So yeah. Okay, yeah. They didn't know what to say that. Anyway, and I don't care. Honestly, who cares? Like, okay, my brows grow like that. And what? And what? Okay, they grow like this. What am I supposed to do about it? So is the way my face is. I don't know. I don't know. People can hurt you if you actually like yourself. If you actually love yourself, you accept yourself the way you are, people have no power over you. So if you're a little bit insecure about something, you have to stop being, because people will point it out. People will point it out and you will get hurt. But if you don't care, people can't hurt you. Like, this is that simple. People don't have power over you unless you give them this power. You are the only person that can give them this power. If you don't care, they can't hurt your feelings because they're not available. Like, they're not there. There's nothing to hurt. You know? It's back to people pleasing. Why you shouldn't be people pleasing? Because if you want to be liked by everyone, then you have to change yourself into the version they will like. Yes, it is possible to be liked by everyone, but you have to change yourself into the completely different version of yourself to be liked by these people. But the thing is, people change. You can't have the same people for your whole life. Maybe it's your family. Then yes. But if it's classmates, if it's group mates, if it's a group of your friends, which is, why would you change yourself for your friends? They don't like you for who you are. Why would they be your friends? My friends like me because I am me. And this is how I pick my friends, because I like what you are and you like what I am, and that's how we become friends. If I like what you are but you don't like the way I am, then we're not being friends. That's that easy. That's simple. So eventually everything ends. Everything has an end. Everything has an end, and you won't see these people in your life at all. Never. Maybe you will see them like occasionally, but the group of people that you change yourself for will change to another group of people. You will change yourself completely again to be liked, and this is never ending cycle. Do you want to live like that? Are you actually gonna be happy from changing yourself so much you don't even know who you truly are? And the thing is, you will never find people who will love you for who you are, because you're not yourself. You can't find people who like you for your true self if you're not your true self. And this is the hardest thing. Like, this is the hardest thing to do, to find people who like you for who you are. And you're not even giving them a chance to like you for who you are, because you're so lost in changing yourself to completely different version of you. Do you, at this point, do you even know who you are? Like, I'm so sad seeing like when people don't know who they are. Like, the most important thing in your life is not to be liked by everyone, is to find who you are and find happiness with who you are, because in the end we all born alone, we die alone. We don't take anything with us. We leave everything, everyone behind. I am the only person that matters. Because that's the saddest truth. For me, I think, when someone asks me, what is the point of life? What is like your goal in life? For me, I think is to be happy. It's the most basic answer, but it's true. And what is for me to be, this is another like philosophical question, what is for you to be happy? For me to be happy is to love myself and be myself, because the hardest thing is to find who you are. This is what we spend like first 30 years of our life with, maybe more, 30 years of our life for. We're trying to find who we are, what we like, what we do, what we want to do, what we don't want to do. And if you spend this time changing yourself, then how do you know what you like? And if you're left alone, what are you gonna do? Like, what would you do actually if you were left completely alone? Would you have a personality at this point? Because your personality is built on what other people would like, and there's no people around. Then who you are, do you know what to do? Because it shocks me, like some people, when they want to do something, they actually think, oh, what would people like more, me doing this or me doing that? No, I know it's hard because some people were actually taught to do so, and this is the sad reality. You have to learn and you have to accept that you are the only person that matters. You have to always ask yourself what I want. If I don't want to follow you, then I don't want to follow you. If I don't want to drink, then I don't want to. This is what I'm actually proud of myself so much. I don't drink at all. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Nope. Never tried smoking. Tried drinking once. Actually, it was on my graduation. I tried like 2 sips of champagne and I didn't like it. So anyway, and I've always had, I've been in a group that drank and smoked, and I never tried. And because, well, they liked me even if I don't drink. Okay, someone of course would always be like, oh, you're so pick me. Like, what the fuck? Oh, like, you're so different. Yes, okay, I'm having fun without drinking. Like, this, like, the scariest thing for me is when people ask me, how do you have fun if you don't drink? Well, I have fun sober. Like, I dance, I sing, I actually have fun when I'm sober. And like, you can't have fun when you're sober? Like, that's sad. Like, that's sad for me. I don't judge people who drink because I don't care. I could care less. I couldn't care less. But like, yes, I've for like past year I spent in a group of people who, like, every one of them drank. Every one of them drank, and I spent New Year's with them, and obviously everyone drank. Everyone was so drunk. I was the only one sober there. Not the only one. There was another guy, but he's on medicine, so he can't drink. But he drinks. Oh, now he's on this medicine. He drinks. Yeah, bro's gonna die before he's 20. Who cares? And I was the only one not drinking there. So, and I was completely fine with it. Like, I'm completely fine with it, and they completely fine. Of course, they try to, oh, try this. Why are you not? Everyone's like, why are you not drinking? Well, because I don't want to. Because I'm not, like, I don't see it as something fun, as something appealing. I like dance, I like singing, I like having fun without, like, alcohol in my body. Are you capable of this? Are you capable? And they're like, oh my gosh, how are you not drinking? Are you capable of having fun without alcohol? If I would take alcohol from you, would you actually have fun? And if your answer is no, then that's just sad. That's just sad. I don't judge people who drink at all. I just judge people who think it's their... Bro, I judge people whose the whole goal of their week is to get through to Friday and get drunk and pass out. Like, that's weird for me. If you drink a little, or even if you sometimes, like, get completely drunk, I don't care, because why would I? You're not my problem. I'm not you. You're not, like, my husband or whatever. I don't care. You're... Like, unless it's dangerous for you, I don't care, because there's nothing to do with me. And you don't care if I don't drink, because it has nothing to do with you. And I know so many people who started drinking, started smoking because they wanted to be like, they wanted to fit in. They wanted to fit in so bad. They completely forgot what their values and what their goals in life were, just to be liked. And now they don't even hang out with those people anymore, but they still smoke and they still drink because they got addicted from the time that people make them drink and smoke. So that's how I want to end this video, and thank you for watching this. And follow, comment, like this video if you like this, and if you didn't, dislike this video. So, bye.